Welcome to the home of the Temple Owls, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and Lincoln Financial Field. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a squad from the American, the Temple Owls. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Paul. Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Oklahoma's offense will get the ball first. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man.
There he goes. The 50, the 40, the 20. He's at the slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Owls offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, Dave. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
The Owls really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Back to throw, it's Simon. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Really impressed with how this team has seized momentum here, playing on the road in this hostile environment. Their offense gets it first. They march down the field. They put up some points. And here's the defense now on their first drive, getting a critical sack on third down.
Temple lining up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Looks it in at the 40. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Lethal weapons all over the field. That has been the standard at Oklahoma for several years.
I mean, so many guys, and they've built this offense on space and speed, and it's the playmakers out wide. Listen, they've had great quarterbacks, but if you don't have guys outside, they're going to make plays. Obviously, it makes it hard to move the football. These guys, they make...
Touchdown Sooners! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Simon. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. Temple lining up to punt it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Off the play fake. The short hands. It's Gibson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Sooners will hustle to the line. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Grabbed over the middle, it's Gibson. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Using his legs, it's Ott. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Off the RPO, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Going for 6. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And the try is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jones. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Looking left. He's got it. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Trying play action. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for a man, it's Simon. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. Punt is in the air. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. From the gun, running back on the move. Got enough for the first. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Ott.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Sooners with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. And the Sooners are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Burks. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. To the air on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Second down coming up. Grab behind the line. It's Sategna. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. If they don't pick up this third down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. Finds his tight end. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Under fire. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It is good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
He'll bring it out. It's Mason. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Fights off the defender. He has the first and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Quickly out to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll close the gap to 14. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Philly. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Lincoln Financial Field.
And the Sooners will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Now the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Temple lining up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Off the play fake on first down. Got a man. It's Sategna. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Finds the tight end. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Wants to go up top. Got a man, it's Ott. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Sooners have this offense rolling. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some room headed to the goal line. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UAB is putting on a show offensively. They've built up a comfortable lead against an opponent that's really been outmanned. They're up by 21 over Akron.
Looking downfield on first down.
This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Get it out on the screen. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
First down, Temple.
To the air, it's Simon. Here comes the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man in the middle. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Right down the middle. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And the Owls racing to the line in the hurry-up.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Gonna look downfield again. Caught over the middle. It's Irvin. The Owls come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. The give on the option. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Owls have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Simon. Fires to the wideout. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and another empty drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll go with a direct snap. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Temple takes over and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, Dave, turning it on. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Handoff from the shotgun. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. The Owls are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Owls back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be too proud about in this one here. Good news is you get to go back to the drawing board. You get to go back, you get to have another week of practice as a coaching staff, try and find ways to get players in position to go out and make plays. Going to need a big locker room speech after this one, David.
Yeah, and you're going to watch this tape, and it's going to hurt because you're going to watch it with your coaches, and you're going to see the mess-ups and all the things you could have done better, but you got to learn from it. You got to get better. You got to grow, and that's how that works.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse